Hey you streaks of piss. I will now be ranking the albums of Finnish symphonic metal legends Nightwish. Number 10 is Yesterwind. While it is epic in its nature, it's very much Nightwish by numbers. Some nice moments on it but nothing to really return to, which is a shame because its talent on display is big, but it's Nightwish by numbers. Number 9 is Endless Form's Most Beautiful. While it is their most daring project yet, the production makes the size of what's on offer rather minuscule. The material is great though, and the idea and concept is fantastic. It's the first album with vocalist Flor Jensen, and her performances on it are absolutely excellent. Number 8 is Angels Fall First. Technically the demo, as a debut it has some great material, but its rough production and performance choices make it more to be desired. But as a starting point, it's pretty great. Even if Tuomas's vocals do make it even more cringe than it is. Some great nuggets on this one though. Number 7 is Human Nature. Another interesting concept album. Lyrically and musically it is brilliantly executed and performed. Sadly the last album to feature Marko Hietala. He gives his strongest contributions before his departure. The 30-minute orchestral instrumental is good, but it is a bit too long and doesn't really fully fit the tone of the album. Number 6 is Century Child. The first album with Marko Hietala. It saw the band take a technical backseat but added a more metallic sound to the band's sound. While it does have great material on it, it does overshadow the rest of the album, but a good tease for what was to come with Once. Number 5 is Imaginarium. One of the band's biggest and most lavish projects, it also takes an experimental edge, showing off multiple styles and emotions, which goes well with the film that accompanies it. Songwriting-wise it has some of their strongest material, with the production making it incredibly cinematic in scope. Sadly it's the last album with Annette Olsen, and she gives a fantastic performance throughout. Number 4 is Once. The band's biggest commercial achievement, it is gargantuan in scope. The highlights are some of the band's biggest material and easily overshadows the rest of the album. The production adds an extra oomph, being one of the heaviest albums they've produced. Sadly it is the last album to feature Tara Turunen, and this is her greatest vocal achievement. The album has an amazing cinematic feel to it too, mixing metal with movie soundtracks. Number 3 is Dark Passion Play. After the personal implosion the band came back with new vocalist Annette Olsen, and produced the album that has their widest scope, influence and grasp of genre and styles. Incredibly cinematic in feel, personal yet very creative lyrically with great songs. It is an album that is a lot to digest, but has the most returnability to it. Number 2 is Wishmaster. An incredible achievement taking the complexity of Oceanborn but giving a more metallic edge with a greater focus on songwriting but not losing their progressive edge. This album houses most of their classics and deserves all the praise it gets. My personal favorite Nightwish album in my opinion is Oceanborn. Their first full album made as a full band. It really is the greatest musical achievement and sadly is a sound they haven't sought to return to. A mix of symphonic, neoclassical and progressive metal, it runs a wide gamut of styles and technical skill, not just on the music but with Taj's operatic soprano showing off full skill and allowing room to breathe. Lyrically incredibly beautiful, it gives the whole album a unique magical shine. Also it has their best artwork. In my opinion this is one of the greatest symphonic metal albums of all time and one of the greatest metal albums ever made. Thanks for watching. I am a bodacious babe just like the singers of Nightwish. Recommend me a band to do this with or else I'll eat the electric sheep.